Yeah.
Luis, my man.
Yes, sir.
We're here to talk about your chapter. So I'm here with Luis, my man from Chicago. Sell More Slices. If you open it up to chapter 5, you can see this guy right here. See him? That's him. And so, Luis, you wrote a chapter for me in my book. When I reached out to you, everybody knows something is either legit, certified legit, or not legit.
That's correct.
So I want you to tell me and tell the audience, like, what's your chapter about in a minute or two, about what's it about, and where did you come up with, you got a passion for food, where did you come up with the idea of kind of like ranking restaurants and ranking like food and something that you sticks out?
Well, I mean, to me, it's very subjective, but the idea is, you know, there's certain things about food. There's certain things about food that are important. Number one is obviously the flavor. The flavor's got to be on point, and that has to do with, you know, the quality of the ingredients and, you know, how they actually make it, how they combine the ingredients. It's incredibly important because at the end of the day, we all go to restaurants to eat. The experience is extremely important, but at the end of the day, you can have a great experience, but if the food is not good, are you really going to come back?
Yeah.
No, right? Now, here, you know, we're eating this pizza, you know, you're shoving your face with it, and it's really good.
It's solid, pretty
Right?
solid pizza.
Yeah.
It's not your traditional, what I would consider, well, maybe it is Chicago, but
Yeah,
to me it's not
there's
deep
things
dish, but it's good pizza.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So, I mean, that was the whole thing. It's very subjective, but the most important thing is it has to do with the flavor. That's the most important thing in a restaurant, period, in the story. The experience is very important, of course, but again, at the end of the day, we go to restaurants to eat,
Yep.
to consume food. So that's really the most important element.
Well, I think also one thing you talk about a little in here, and I've seen you talk about in the past too. Sometimes presentation, like you can't have an awesome presentation and a crappy feel. Like I was in
Absolutely.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada, a year ago,
Yeah.
and this place was all over Instagram and Facebook with these awesome milkshakes.
Right.
And we got there, and it was the most disappointing. It shouldn't have been called a milkshake. It was like the donuts were like brought out of a grocery store case, like out of a box from a year ago.
Wow.
It looked cool. It was Instagram worthy,
Right.
but it was terrible. And in your case also, like something can have a really cool, big, audacious burger, but it's got to be good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, visuals are super important because visuals is how you psychologically, you see a picture like on Instagram and you're like, oh, I got to have that. Where is that? But then it's so disappointing. Like you said, you go and you're going to eat it and you're like, oh man, that just sucks. That's just really disappointing. And it's like, do you really think that customers are going to come back for that? They're not. They're not. I don't care how beautiful your pictures are. One of the things I always say is like, look, presentation is very important, but it's not everything. Look at, for example, gumbo. I love gumbo. Gumbo is not very appealing when you look at it, but it's delicious. It's outstanding, you know. So pictures only go so far. When people taste it, that's when the rubber meets the road, and that's when they'll know, hey, am I actually coming back for this or not?
So the reason I added this chapter, I don't know if I even told you this, was that, you know, the original book, Don't 86 Your Restaurant Sales, was my tactic with the ROI engine of getting attention, growing a database, driving trackable sales. Sell More Slices, I added more to that because, you know, I can get a customer into a restaurant like this all day long.
Right.
It's the restaurant's job to have great experience, great service, great food
100%.
that will drive visit number 2 or 3, because I might send you a second offer to this restaurant or any restaurant. If you didn't enjoy it the first visit, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So that was one of the key elements I talked about in the new book, is that there's a couple new chapters, there's more expanded upon chapters, and talking to you about, hey, it's great. You get somebody to opt in, you get somebody's attention through advertiser in store, but then you get somebody back in the restaurant on visit 2 and 3 because the restaurant did a kick-ass job.
100%.
And I always tell restaurateurs, it's my job to get visit 1. It's your job to get visit 2 and 3, and then together we get visit 4 through 100, and that's where the magic happens. So it's on Amazon right now. I'm actually building out some stuff to get it available on PDF, as well as we're starting the audio version next week. So Sell More Slices on Amazon, or hit me up if you're a friend of mine. I'll make sure you get a copy. That's all I got. Was this pizza certified legit?
Certified legit, and go get the book, Sell More Slices. Like you said, on Amazon, it's going to have it on PDF. It's going to have an audiobook. Go get the book. You definitely need to read it.
It's the best advice I've heard all day. See you later.
Later.